So I learned a great lesson from playing a video game. And if you're not into gaming, it's okay. This life lesson will apply to anybody, no matter your background. So back in 1997, my mom bought for me the Nintendo 64. So this is about 20 years old. I was excited. This is my first gaming console that was my own. Everything else was my brother, and so I had to play or wouldn't be able to play if he didn't let me. So this was my very first one that was mine, and I made all the rules. So a few months ago, my parents found my Nintendo 64. And I was super excited because just thinking about playing some of the games from when I was in middle school. I actually met some of my best friends through this video game. So Max, Jimmy, Alfredo, some of those were my best friends, and we met and we started hanging out because of Nintendo 64. So I started buying up some of the old video games, and then I ran across Castlevania. And so Castlevania Nintendo 64 was a super difficult game that I figured out. You have to run, you have to jump, you have to slide under different opponents, and you have to run and climb off. You have to jump over a poison lake, and if you fall, then you perish. There's a bunch of mazes in there, and you have all these different bosses that you have to face. There's a stage where you have to jump from one platform to the other, and then it starts crumbling underneath you. There's fire from this skeleton dragon head. There's a flying goblin and bat that flies at you in the mid-jump. Oh, you jerk. And so here's what I learned. I started to play the game. I passed the first stage pretty easy. I tried it on normal, and as you see, I fell. I fell into the abyss over and over and over and over. Alright, this is attempt like number 5. So what I learned is that in order for you to pass and go to the next stage, you have to be resilient. I climbed to the top, I almost made it, I perished, and then you have to start all over again. You don't get to start in the middle. You have to start all the way back down from the bottom of the staircase. You don't get to start in the middle of it. You have to go all the way back down, and then you have to start, you run, you get past this angle, get past this, and then perish. Then you have to start all over again. Not even the hard part. What the heck, man? And it gets very frustrating to the point where my little toggle joystick, I broke it. I began to look up videos online to figure out how do I beat this stage. Let me find somebody else who's done it. Let me find some tricks. I looked up some cheat codes. They didn't work. I have to have a Game Shark, which mine doesn't work right now. But here is where the lesson lies in, and how it ties into our life. Why do we not approach life like this video game? I tried, I messed up. I tried, I messed up. I tried, I got a little bit further, and I messed up, and then I died, and I tried again. Took a breather, came back the next day, played and tried again. Why do we approach life whenever we come to something difficult? As soon as it gets hard, as soon as we fail, as soon as we fall flat on our face, we give up. Why don't we get back up again? Why don't we start trying again? Why don't we start looking at different scenarios and different strategies and asking other people, how did you pass this stage of life? How did you pass from this level and level what? How did you do that? Because I'm suffering and I'm struggling and I'm going through some things and I need some help. But instead what we do is we suffer in silence, and we don't look around for a support group. We don't look around for friends. We don't ask anybody. All we do is we fail and we give up. Maybe it's a business you're trying to start. Maybe it's what you're created to do, and you start doing it, and then it gets tough and you fall, you fail, you mess up, and you give up. Why do we approach life differently than we do video games? Get back up again. You fell, you made some mistakes. People who you thought had your back didn't have your back. Get back up again. You get back up. You need this. Keep going. Be resilient. Be stubborn. Be ambitious. Keep going. Don't let that keep you down. The rest of the world can give up, but not you. You don't give up. You keep going. You're resilient. You are powerful. You are able to complete the task. You rise and you inspire those other people that counted you out. Just because we fall doesn't mean we give up. We stand back up, be resilient, and we keep going. So I encourage you, overcome fear by continuing to take risks. Learn what you can do differently, learn why you failed, and try another play. Get back up and keep moving. So for this week, I want you to take a look at those things that you failed at life, those things that you quit on. And I know most of us don't want to think about our failures. We don't want to remember or relive those things because they were too hurtful or too tragic. I want you to revisit those things and write down why you think you failed and what you can do better. And then I want you to put it into action. Take baby steps every single day. This week, overcome fear by continuing to take risks. So if you like this video, make sure to click the like button, subscribe, put a comment about something that maybe you're gonna revisit this week, or something that you're learning or that you're overcoming, or a video game that you like that actually helped you to learn a life lesson. Share with others that you think will enjoy this and that you would want to continue this journey with us as we keep growing together. Peace. Got it. Yeah, recording. Made it. Let me try that door. Maybe this door works. It's locked, of course. Of course it's locked.